Good evening, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. So, as I was telling you guys yesterday, that we weren't really planning on going to the grocery stores today, so I don't have a haul for you guys. We did end up we had a funeral to go to today. It was pretty early this morning too, so like we couldn't have gone to the grocery stores before that. And then when we got back, my dad was actually sort of joking around. He was like, oh, we still could have probably ended up going, because I think we were back by about 11 o'clock or so. I have my grocery list done, and I didn't really feel like going like later to like Jewel, especially just because it's like I don't know, when it gets busy sometimes it's just like a little overwhelming and trying to like find the things that I need to and you know, like I said, when it gets like that busy and so I really didn't want to go late. But it's weird that Jewel never seems to, like, I've never went during what I feel like is really busy hours, but even like during their somewhat busy hours, they still don't even really seem that busy, I guess. And I have sort of went at different points in time during the day on the weekends, but like I said, I just wasn't really like looking forward to that, and I wasn't sure how busy it was gonna be or anything. But we did wind up actually getting to attic cleaning today, which was really awesome. Again, ended up going through some more stuff. We ended up with well, I think it was still somewhat left over from last week. We have a bag of stuff to donate, and also a box of books as well. And we also have a we ended up getting rid of pretty much an entire bag of recycling as well, because we had a lot of like papers, and we also had like cardboard boxes that we ended up breaking down and putting in the recycling and stuff like that as well, like I said, along with a lot of papers. Like I had a lot of papers, like school papers, that kind of thing, that I was like, honestly, this is no stuff that I want to keep really anymore anyway. So I ended up getting rid of a lot of that stuff, which was awesome. So like I said, we ended up taking up a good amount of time today sort of going through all of that. But I will have a grocery haul. I will have Jewel haul for you guys tomorrow. Honestly, it's gonna be kind of a lot at Jewel, but like, again, I have been getting really good deals, I feel like, at Jewel, especially now that, again, I am comparing like next to Walmart. Is this stuff like really a good price? And again too, if it is things that we are going to definitely use, then I really don't mind, and I don't mind getting deals on some of this stuff as well. So you know, like I said, even if it's like at the same price or cheaper than, you know, Walmart's, even if it isn't by that much though, but I still feel like for example, I don't know, it's weird, Walmart for some reason has their hummus is like $2.17, I think, is the cheapest one, and that's the everything like hummus, which is normally the kind that I get the most. Then everyone after that goes up in price, like only by like 2 cents though, or like 1 cent. I think a different one is like $2.18, another one's $2.19, and then after that it goes up by like several cents. But like they're right, like, I don't know, like a couple cents different each one, at least on the app, which is for the most part the same prices in the store. So I don't know, it's really weird. But then I was checking the price at Jewel, and they have the Tribe hummus, which I really like actually, compared to like just generic store brand kind. I really love the Tribe hummus, but I was like, if it's not going to be at least like at the same price or cheaper really than like what I could get probably at like Walmart or Aldi, then I'm not going to get it. But it was actually like per ounce size, again, because like Walmart size I think was 10 ounces. That was like $2.17 or whatever I said, and the Tribe hummus is 8 ounces. But with the buy one get one free sale, it works out to be like $1.75 I think each or so. I think it was like 17 or 18 cents or something like that per ounce or something. And again, when I was comparing to Walmart, I was like, but Walmart's, depending on which one I would buy, would be like the exact same price, or possibly it is like a penny cheaper per ounce like at Walmart compared to what I could get at Jewel. But I was like, honestly, it's like literally pretty much the exact same thing. Along with two, they had a deal on meatballs, which were buy one get one free, and it worked out to be $4 a package. Again, but because the package size isn't the same as at Walmart, I was comparing like ounce sizes and all that kind of stuff, and so it did work out to be cheaper, I think, or like slightly right around the same price like as Walmart. So that's why, again, like when I compare that kind of stuff, I'm like, well, this is actually a pretty good deal. And on top of that too, it's for actually getting the name brand, you know, like stuff like it's like the Farm Rich brand, what's it called, meatballs, and the Tribe hummus, which again, like for me personally, I prefer over just generic store brand. Like I'll still eat like all these brands, but there's a few brands of hummus that I actually really like. The Tribe brand hummus was one that I really liked, and I think it was also the Sabra hummus as well. Those are two that I do really like, and so I think it was the Tribe hummus. There was one kind though that I tried once from Valley Produce and I absolutely could not stand it. And that one they also had on sale at Jewel, and it was a little bit of a better price, but I was like, I don't like it, so I'm not gonna get it. Because at that point I probably would have just bought the kind at Aldi, because I like that one the least compared to, again, like Aldi's. But I really like I think I'd probably put like Sabra hummus and then the Tribe hummus, I think, in that order. And again, I really do like all these, but I don't know, there's something about like certain flavors in this like stuff in the ingredients that just tastes a little bit different to me. So again though, for getting like the name brand and it being the same price as the store brand from like Walmart, you know, like I was saying, I would prefer to get that. And again, like with the what was I saying, the meatballs, and also too with those chicken strips. So again, there's a couple deals where, again, it's like meat related stuff. I'm not getting like fresh meat, but meat related things as far as like meatballs and chicken strips, that sort of thing goes, where again, we do wind up using that kind of stuff. Like again, on Thursday we ended up doing those meatball sandwiches, which was just a really simple, fast, easy dinner that I could do before we went to the grocery store, and it was ready, you know, like while we were gone, and could just leave it on keep warm in the crock pot, and everybody could eat sort of when they had the time, which I love dinners like those, which is again another reason why I love doing crock pot dinners, is just because everybody's schedule is so different. Like if Jack has weightlifting after school or something like that, and then he comes home and he has to do homework, you know, like he might not, or you know, again, even if he has that, or when there's football season especially, like, and then too, like my dad will wind up working out, and sometimes if he doesn't get home early enough before he has to go pick up Jack at 4 o'clock, then he has to work out after that, and sometimes that's sort of like right around the time we would be eating dinner. So like sometimes my dad comes in and is like late, or again too, if we have the night where we have to go out grocery shopping, or my mom has something going on, you know, whatever it might wind up being, like everybody's schedule sometimes can be totally all over the place, and we can't actually sit down for dinner or anything. And so that's, like I said, one reason why I love having just convenient dinners that I can leave on, you know, in the crock pot on keep warm, and they can be ready for people whenever they have the time to be able to eat. Because like again too, my dad eats for some reason really late at night. Like he takes a shower and then decides to eat. Like he doesn't eat until sometimes 6:30 or later at night, I feel like. And Jack too is the same way. Like sometimes it's like 7 o'clock and he hasn't even come down to get anything to eat, and I'm like, really? Like I'm about ready to put dinner away at this point. You know, so like I said, it's just like I love that kind of stuff. But that's why, like, having some of those convenient things where again, like I can plan that out, but I don't have to entirely be like, oh, I need to like babysit this food that I'm cooking or whatever, you know, on just an easy day. Like that kind of stuff is nice and convenient. And again too, like a meatball sub kind of night. So like getting some of that meat, which again, I could get like ground beef and make meatballs myself, but one, I don't got the time to do that. I don't like that. And I'll be totally truthfully honest, guys, the one thing that I hate making, I realized almost more than anything else, is stuff with ground beef. I hate cooking with ground beef where I have to mash and mold the things into it, like making homemade hamburgers or making homemade meatballs. I absolutely cannot stand those things. I just hate, like, the meat is always so freezing cold when I go to like mix it, even in the like summer. If I'm like, oh, we'll do like, you know, like burgers for, you know, like grilling or whatever, and I'm like, get, you know, like this idea that I'm gonna make them from scratch, and which I've done several times, you know, I wind up, like I said, deciding I'm gonna do that, and I'm like, it's again the heat of summer, and I am deciding that I want to make these. My hands are still freezing cold from the meat, like, because the meat is still cold. Even if I like let it sit out a little bit and get a little bit warmer, it's still like, so that it's not so cold, it's still stinking cold. Like I can't cook well. Like, you know, mixing it, because like every couple of minutes I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't touch this anymore. Like I'm gonna, like, I don't know, it's just annoying. And on top of that too, it's just so messy and so greasy, and like I said, it's by far the one thing that I absolutely cannot stand doing. Like, I have made meatballs before, I have made hamburgers before, I know how to do it, but I hate doing it. So like, if it comes down to it, I will buy frozen meatballs, I will buy frozen hamburgers or deli burgers, you know, or deli meatballs, like whatever the case might be. I'm just not one to liking doing that from scratch. So like I said, it's convenience, and also too, like the amount of time. And like, again, boiling it down a little bit, it's not much more money right now than what ground beef is going for, because again, about a pound of ground beef right now is going for $2.99 at Aldi. It was the cheapest I could get it. And when I compare 24 ounces for $4 worth of meatballs, and that's a little shy of 2 pounds, that winds up working out to actually not being like that much of a crazy, you know, that's actually almost kind of the same price as what Aldi is, and that's the best price I can get. There's other places where I have to spend, again, like $3.99 or more to get ground beef, which again is much more than what I'm actually paying to get the meatballs at. So like I said, when I boil all that down, like, yes, it's probably healthier, there's less additives, all that kind of stuff, if I were to make it myself. But again, it's the convenience sort of thing. So like I said, that's why, like, I have a couple of little of those like meat sort of deals going on this week, but no like real fresh meat or anything. So again, like, that's sort of what it's looking like at Jewel. And Aldi again too, I'm like, I don't feel bad right now spending a lot of money at Jewel, because our Aldi bill has been so less, because I haven't needed to buy a lot of extra things. All I've had to really buy is like filler stuff. Like, I need peanut butter to make peanut butter cookies this week, even though we have a jar, I just don't want to run out during the week, or like, you know, we're on our last jar actually, so again, I don't want to be out and then be like, oh, and we forgot to get it, like, you know, this coming week or something like that. You know, at the grocery store too, and then be completely out. So I'll just buy it now while I know that we are on our last jar of peanut butter. And I'm gonna use some of it anyway this week. So that, and I need hamburger buns to do barbecue chicken this week. Other than that, guys, that is all of the, and then there was 2 produce deals, and my mom asked for 2 things from Aldi. Other than that, I don't need anything else from Aldi. So I've got a list of 6 items that I need to get at Aldi. Again, we might wind up going there and might get Pop-Tarts. We might get, again, another thing here or there, whatever. But as far as like spending like $60 or more at Aldi, which I felt like was our regular bill, it was like 40 to 60, sometimes 80 bucks at Aldi. I'm actually not feeling that bad, because again, our bill has been way less there, whereas I've been getting deals at Jewel, which are better than at Aldi's price. So I don't really feel, like I said, that bad. But we're looking at a pretty hefty Jewel bill probably this week. But again, it's a lot of stuff that I feel like we'll be able to stock up on. Like I said, you know, the like with our buy one get one free sales again too, when I'm comparing all that prices and everything like that, you know, like meatballs, I'll have to buy 2 packages of meatballs for the buy one get one free sale, but, and you know, we'll have them extras frozen, but again, I don't have to worry about buying them when we run out at Aldi's price, even, because I'll get them cheaper than that. Again, or the hummus, like I'll have hummus in the fridge for a while because I can get 2 of them right now at that sale price. So you know, like I was saying, there's a lot of benefits, I feel like, to buying some of this stuff when I'm finding it now like cheaper. My bottom line price is always going to be Aldi. Like, if I can't find it cheaper anywhere else, I'm going to buy the item at Aldi. If I can't find the item at like Aldi, then I will buy it at Walmart, because that's normally the next best price. I can't find it at Walmart, then like I might go to Jewel or you know, Valley Produce or Caputo's or something like that. But they're like, if I don't have a sale on the item, their price is going to be really expensive. So again, it's just all that kind of comparing prices and all that kind of stuff, which seems really tedious, but I love doing it. So and again, if it's going to save us money, I don't mind. I woke up super early this morning though, for going to the funeral, and so I am exhausted, and to be able to go to the grocery stores tomorrow, I need to get to bed early tonight. So I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I will see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.